Hi there, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. I pulled up this giraffe pattern because I want to do another one, and I started modifying a little bit of the colors. I wanted to change it just a little bit. So this is why I love Graphghans, is I can go in here and I can change this pattern to anything that I want it to be. So what I'm doing right now is I've decided that I don't like the black outline that I do on a lot of the images, so I am removing it and only leaving it where it's absolutely needed. And as you can see on the palette, the naming structure is a little old. I still kept it as like what you would see on the image. Now I do it differently. I just keep the color name as it is, shorten it. Alright. This will actually be probably one of the first ones I've done where I don't have an outline. I kept trying and telling myself to do that, and I never got around to it. And it becomes so natural looking that you don't even notice it a lot of times. But I was just tired of making a black bobbin constantly. So I think I might not do that anymore with my patterns. Okay, so then there, I'm just extending the colors a little bit. There. And then let's see, maybe one more. No. That is okay. I think I might do is narrow this one a little. Just the process of elimination. Maybe this away. No, you see how it changes the look of it completely with one square, depending on what direction you go in. Oops, black. Okay, so now and as far as the border goes, it's got 3 and 2 black and then 2 black. So that's kind of interesting how it's off count like that. We will just draw another line. I also made this one just a little bit bigger than the last one. I've made it to 133, whereas before it was, I think, 88 or something like that. So and I put 3 because then it's worth having a bobbin. Sometimes when you just have one, it's a little difficult to manage all the bobbins, just to have one single crochet or one half double crochet. So a lot of these things I'm also learning what I like, and I'll just do the modifications, and that is just awesome to be able to do that. Oh, that doesn't look right either. Okay. So here we'll just have to add more blue because the body doesn't line up correctly. There. Okay, so got a lot of planes flying around today. Kind of noisy. Alright, I'm just gonna no, I do want to build him up a little bit. There. Gotta give him a bit of a body, neck coming down, or else that'll look just weird. And that's another thing. I'd like to keep it connected. I like to keep those colors connected. That way, actually no, that's not a good idea. I'm trying to reduce the amount of bobbins, see? So I have to just go straight from blue to white. There we go. And then I don't have to deal with so many bobbins. Okay, that all looks great. I'm just doing some final checks. I'm going to remove this line. I'm doing this pattern again for the second time because I really enjoyed it the first time. It was really quick and easy to make up. And I had fun with the blues and the color changes. I really enjoy using blue. Alright. Widen up the eyes a little bit here. Excuse me. No, this one looks better if it's like this. I want to give him friendly eyes, but we don't want to be a square. So yeah, you could leave that diagonal. You might just have to leave it that way, although the other one looks better. So let's say I take it down to here, here, and here. No, not so much. Here. Maybe here. This is funny. It's such a small thing, but it makes a difference. Again, I'm very big on keeping the staircase look, but it still doesn't look right to me. This. There we go. Just matched the other eye. There. So now, once again, I'm just doing final lookovers to see and I save my project. So now I think I am ready to create the written pattern. One second, not quite. I want to do a little more touch up. Alright, and now I am going to just edit these color names, and I'm going to say brown. Oops. Come on. Alright, now that we've got that, we can now go and export a picture. And there it is. So now we can just kind of look at it and see. Alright, I do see something I'd like to change. And that is, oh, no, it's not. Let me check it again. Something had caught my eye. Right here. This is what caught my eye. It's just a little rough, it's a little hard-edged rectangle. And this thing kind of bothers me a little bit. It's a little large. Not sure what, oops. I'm not sure what this enormous hump on his head is for. So we'll just shave that down a little bit. Bring these ears out a little bit more right here to a tip. And this will be a tip. And then I'll join his ears a little bit more here with the edge there. Oh, let's undo that. And let's put the brown in its place. Okay, so now this is a little hard-edged. Soften it, make it round in. Okay. Now, bring this down a bit. And just take off these really hard edges, you know. No, be here now. Okay. And then even this one. Just round it a bit more. Round it, round it. Round it, round it, everything, round it. those edges. Okay. Now this is interesting, isn't it? There we go. And now we'll just add this a little bit more, a little more curvature, and then smooth out those hard edges. There we go. Now I'll just add a little more of a leaf tip here. Just the tiniest little details. Make it look really cool. So then even here, just remove that. There. There. Move that around it. And here. And this looks really large. So I'm going to shrink it just a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to resave it. I'm going to export another stitched view, large. I always put it on my desktop. There we go. There. So now that looks much better. I do feel like those horns are still a little low. The black just seems like it's a hat taking over it, and all I want is just like a rounded top edge. Maybe if I do something like this, it'll give the implication that it's inside. Okay, let's give that a try. Export. Okay. So this is showing in real time what a person would have to do to make the image exactly what you want. I'm just scanning the image back and forth to make sure that everything looks proportionate and that it connects gradually, not too chunky and choppy. So now let's do this once more. We hit save, and then I export a stitched view. There we are. Now I would say that that's okay. I'm going to close that, and now we can export our pattern. There we go. Oh, that's right. That's very interesting. It's very interesting that the yellow says 96 and it's not 100. And that is, of course, because of that. All this white around the edge, it is counting that. 96. So 107 rows. Yeah, no, that's not what we want at all. So I wonder if I can erase these, if it will remove it. No. We don't want it to be 96, we want it to be 100. And now, it's not like you can just grab it as an image and make it bigger. Well, let's try something here. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but since it's saying 4, and then that's saying 10, 20, 23, 24, 25, that's 26. So let's say we're going to add 4. Let's see what this does. No, it doesn't do anything. It still takes those white squares. So this is another thing where I would either remake the pattern so that it's 100 exactly, or just leave it as it is. Something that you can also do in this instance is leave it as it is, and then when you get finished, because the pattern is going to include the yellow and black, and I might not even need to include that yellow and black. So that's another thought. I'm going to go back to the drawing board real quick. I'm going to remove yellow and black, and I'm going to put those in at the end as my own border. So for this instance, I can just say here, remove all stitches. Boom, the yellow is gone. And now there's the black border. And oh boy. Yeah, I'm just going to remove the black border, and then when it's over, the image will still not be as large as I wanted it to be, but it'll be small enough that it'll be easy to crochet up. I've learned a few things from each project I create. So what I probably will do when I'm finished is I will add a black and yellow border, but it won't be used as a bobbin. So like right now they go horizontally, and so on the sides, I don't really like doing the vertical border with a bobbin. I'd rather go along the side of the work and create my single crochet, and then if I have to build it up, I will do it like that. And maybe, I guess, if there's a third giraffe in the future, maybe I'll redraw him. I just spent time redrawing him, so I don't want to do it all over again. There. Now again, I clean up the palette so that the written pattern makes sense. Now this is kind of disappointing because this is 10, 20. I'm going to stop the video and see. Well, actually no, it's probably better if I just show you guys. So I'm going to just take a screenshot of this. And I'm going to close that project. I'm going to make a new one. I'm going to call this one Giraffe 3. Now I go import. See, and it tells you how big it is, so I want it bigger. I want it maybe 120, 30 by 32. If I go 130, 32 by 35. That's a good size. So let's do that. There we are. And now, it added some lines here and there, but it fills in the whole pattern, or the whole graph. Oops. So just try to make it larger. So now, the painstaking of removing, oh, and look, and it changed all the colors as well. So isn't that crazy? yes, for everyone who wants to know how to create a Graphghan, this is what you have to do. It's a bit of an art project. It doesn't just appear. Alright, I hope I caught everything now. Come on, get in there. That one. And now I notice these choppy ones. It is endless. And now I have to focus on the eyes, because they look very big. Something big about his eyes. A lot of lines. See? Very thick. Very thick. There. Remove some of this here. There we go. Just keep it one line. See how that works. Okay, and now definitely black. It really is a process of elimination, because you do one line and then you notice another line, then you notice another line, and it just doesn't stop. So what I'm trying to do is match it to the other eye. Alright, now I think it just still, I guess with perspective, it's a little off. So yes, every time you change shape or alter the image, you always have to do touch-ups. Alright, so now I zoom out, check it again. I really do think this could be it. Save it, export a stitched view. It's Giraffe 3, here it is. So there, I think, well, what I think is it looks like a shark bit off his ear. So I need to go and draw these in a bit better. Just a little bit there. Okay. We always want our reference file, so you always have to reference and export a stitched view. Okay, now I hope I can promise you that this will be the last time we look at this. Nope, I gotta do one more fix. And let's see if you can guess. There. Because all of these have two lines and we want them to be equal. It's all about balance, equal. Go again, we replace it. We just keep replacing the file. So really there's just one file. There it is. And I think I'm happy with that one. Alright. So just to be sure, we have it at 130, and so this is the dimensions. We changed all the names of the threads, top to bottom. Make a text file. Call this Giraffe 3. Alright. Wait a few minutes. There it is, behind the window. Here. So now we have, oh, this is interesting. Well, look at that. That's very interesting. It has cream as the #1 spot. Well, that doesn't make sense. So this is where you have to just keep refining and fixing until you're done. So we go in and we fill all this because the pattern is wrong. And even when I do go through and crochet these patterns, I still come across some things that are, there'll be a stitch that'll be weird. It'll tell me to, the count will be off somehow, and it's because of moving left to right. It does that. It'll tell you like, hey, do 100 here and then just only do 99 there, but and you gotta do your, and then you have to do a manual fix and try and figure out, well, what can I do to just fix that right now? So man, these trees are pretty jaggedy looking, huh? Plants are usually very organic, and they round and they're smooth and they flow. These ones have like a sorted edge. Okay. There we go. Alright, alright. Save this. We do the same process over and over. Okay, here we are. And you know, those nostrils are pretty rectangle. So this is what I like to do. Just, you know what? That actually looks great, just doing that. I don't even need to do this. Just by moving one corner, maybe even this corner. And sure, yeah. I think that works great. Okay. Okay, cool. Now we go back and we have this all correct. Make a text file. Alright, so now as you can see it starts with the name of the file, which is always crazy, but 141 rows. And that's how it'll end. So now that I looked it over and I like it, I export it as a PDF. And what this PDF allows me to do is to save it so that none of the text can be altered. Now close that, close this, close this. Go to my PDF. Here it is. And 1 second, it's 9 pages. Okay, so that's interesting, but that's good, 9 pages. So all I do is I'm going to take the first one, I'm going to just print from page 1. That's it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go page 1 and page 2. I'm going to do it double-sided and print. And there. Happy crocheting, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for having the patience to watch. Bye-bye.